Welcome to day 10 of this amazing 30-day NLP Simplified challenge. Between 5 to 7 minutes per day, you can really have this amazing NLP journey. Today, we are going to talk about something very interesting. This concept is about getting favorable responses. So, firstly, I would request you all to please start taking notes. If you have not yet done so, get a pen, paper and start taking notes, or take your notes digitally. So how to get favorable responses? Using the power of offering choices. Now, once you have developed rapport, once you know how to start conversations, and once you can really take the conversations to a next level, the idea is to now start getting favorable responses. If you have not watched the last videos of just now, whatever I have said, these are all topics covered in the past videos. So how do you start getting favorable responses? Using the power of offering choices. So use this method for getting the desired response. Now it is a scientifically proven method. However, nothing is something that is fail-proof. Nothing works 100% all the time. So there is always a chance of 10 to 20%, but this works 80% of the times. Step 1 is to go ahead and identify your preferred mode of communication whenever you want a favorable response. What do I mean by that? You need to identify whether that favorable response is going to be in terms of a written or verbal communication. And let's see how we can get this to focus, because this is very important. If you are looking for a favorable response from someone, let me go and focus on this. There are two ways you can get your favorable response on. First is to actually go ahead and look for the verbal responses. Are you going to have this conversation verbally, or are you going to have a written conversation? Example, if you're going to have this conversation verbally, you would really want to look at this example. For dessert, would you rather have an ice cream, lemon pie, or cheesecake? Cheesecake, please. And in the written one, the entire priority is being overtaken. The cheesecake comes first, lemon pie and ice cream, and still the option that is used is going to be cheesecake. Now, let's look. If you have to have a favorable response, always give people choices. The ideal number of choices are 3. People will tend to select the last choice if you present the alternatives verbally. People will tend to select the last choice if you present the alternatives verbally. If you are giving these alternatives in writing, people will tend to select the first choice if you present it in writing form. Now, why does it work like this? Is because when you are giving these choices verbally, people have a limited short-term memory. We cannot hold many items in our memory for too long. That's why we would ideally go with whatever is the last option that you recollect. Then what happens when it is presented in the written form? Here it is not a matter of your memory. Here is a matter of reference. What do I mean by that? That the first choice when you see in a written form is the default choice of reference. All the other choices have to be significantly better to be able to be selected. So what I'm proposing here is that if you are proposing some options to people, if you are doing it in a verbal conversation, try to put your choice at the last, the preferred choice that you want people to select at the last. If you are presenting a written proposal, sharing it with someone, sending it on email, use your preferred choice that you would like people to select going to be the last one. The first one, when it is a written communication. So this is how it will help you really use the most desired response that you want. So what is the action step for today? Select the occasions where you have to offer choices, whether you are giving business proposals, whether you are having sales conversations with your clients, or any of the things that you think where choices are to be offered. It could be as easy as choices offered to your kids or your spouse for that matter. Use the above given techniques multiple times. This will enable you to check which one works best for you. So if your verbal communication is better in getting your ideal response, go for verbal communications more. If your written communication is better, then go for written communications. But the most important thing is to share your experience and the preferred style that has worked for you in the comments below. This will help other people to understand that, well, this is why it worked. And also you will learn from other people while other people learn from you. And don't forget to join the NLP Masterminds FB group if you have not yet done so. Like, comment, and share. This was today's 5 minutes. See you tomorrow. Thank you.